The next step in making a piece of pottery is to do a slip trail. And I do this by putting a porcelain slip on top of a piece of wet pottery, and it has to be, or wet clay, it has to be wet so it'll stick. If you try and put it on while it's dry, then it'll flake off. And the porcelain slip is a porcelain body that we've slaked down and run through a sieve and blended in a blender and then put in a bottle so that I can apply it to the piece. And I like to do a number of pieces at a time so that I kind of stay loose and my movement doesn't get jerky. And there's just more flow to it. And part of the reason for doing this is that it puts a little texture in the bottom of the bowl that will show up after the piece is glaze fired. It'll change the color of the glaze where the slip trail is. It'll be lighter in color, or the glaze will be thinner, so sometimes it'll be darker because the glaze is thinner. It just depends on the glaze, but you'll be able to see the outline and the texture showing through the glaze. And it just makes the piece a little more interesting, adds another aspect of quality to the piece. So this is step 2. The next step will be trimming the piece. And I think I've got eight or 9 steps that I'm going to show you. I hope you're enjoying this. I'm Rob Grimes at Tested by Fire Pottery in San Antonio, Texas.